How's it going, everybody? I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe,
and this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
and today we're talking about what we think Disney should do if they do a solo trilogy.
So yeah, I guess there are talks that Solo might be a trilogy.
Yeah, because, obviously it kind of flopped in comparison. I mean, it made a lot of money,
Yeah.
but for the kind of movie it is, it flopped.
Yes.
But there had been talks that, what's his name that plays Han, Alden, and Donald Glover are all, available for multiple movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Disney has the option to go forward if they want to.
Yep.
It broke even, and it made them some money, so it's not a failure.
Yeah, no. In the term of what makes it a failure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just wasn't outstanding.
Yeah, and which is a shame because I actually thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I liked it, but it wasn't one of those ones where I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that was a great movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think that, like we were talking about before, if it didn't work out, hopefully it's like a wake-up call for Disney.
Well, yeah, we had talked about, we did a video about the Boba Fett possible movie. And we kind of want to see them start stretching this universe more.
Yeah, Disney has the franchise, they have the money, they can take the hit, just try something new, and if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work.
Right.
And then you go back to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you have the ability and the opportunity to do something completely different, which the original trilogy was for the time period, just do it.
And because here's the thing, it's like, people talk about Star Wars fatigue. And it's like, I'm like, how is that possible when everyone sees every Marvel movie? But when you really think about it, every Marvel movie is almost completely different now.
Yeah.
I'd say back in phase 1, as part of phase 2, there was a pretty specific formula.
That's why I lost interest.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, eh.
But now, ever since probably
I would
Guardians
say
of the Galaxy and Civil War,
I would say Winter Soldier kind of started it.
Yeah.
And then you had what was Ant-Man?
Around that time.
Around that time period. Yeah, so
Before
all
Civil
those
War.
videos, movies.
Every movie you go into is almost completely thematically different. Some are more straightforward comedies. Some are Black Panther. It's a serious superhero movie,
Right.
With a totally different world and a totally different culture.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was way more of a comedy, way more grounded, down to earth type, neighborhood Spider-Man. Guardians of the Galaxy takes you completely out of this planet. I feel like the thing with Marvel is it's fresh every time.
Yeah.
But and the problem I think that's happening right now with Star Wars is everything takes place between episode 3 and 4.
Yeah, the time period is really locking them into the style of movie that it is.
So with Boba Fett and Obi-Wan possibly on the horizon, and of course I think there are two possibilities for what they could do if they want to keep using these solo actors. So I think it would help to have a continuing cast as well.
Yeah.
But also I feel like we can either see a trilogy of solo movies where you can start to use the plethora of villains as far as Boba Fett and Jabba and stuff like that, or you're going to see the characters pop up in each other's stories. I could see that too. I could see if they do a Boba Fett movie, Han and Lando are in it, or Obi-Wan and Boba Fett shows up, or
So what I could see more likely would be the Solo trilogy. It's first one's about Han Solo.
Yeah.
Second one's about Lando. And then third one is about I don't know. It wouldn't be Chewbacca because he's with Han Solo. But you know what I mean? It would be about each character within the Solo movie. But it's the point of it was a story.
Right.
Rogue One was a story.
Yeah.
Han Solo was a story. We're supposed to be stories, not starting another trilogy where it's an episode. You know what I mean?
They should ditch that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they should they were originally going to call them anthology films. And that sounded cooler, but also I think I personally like the idea of it becoming a universe like Marvel.
Yeah.
And because you could even do the reason we think there's gonna be more solo stuff is because of all the setup between Kira and Darth Maul and this Crimson Dawn or whatever. Crimson Dawn could be
its own
the overarching villain of Obi-Wan's story,
its own villain
and
its
Boba
world.
Fett's story, and whatever. That could be kind of cool too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because some people will say oh no, there's not gonna be a solo 2. They set up Darth Maul for Obi-Wan. It's possible.
Yeah.
like that could be cool too. But yeah, but that would kind of lend itself to the idea of this is like a universe where they coincide, kind of.
Yeah, it's like you start seeing them in their other movies. You know what I mean? Rather than just like standalone. That's it. But yeah, no, I think they shouldn't make it its own thing.
Like a solo trilogy.
Yeah, I don't think they should do that. Because the whole point was we're supposed to have stories about completely different things.
Right.
If they do this, then it's like, well, now we're just going to make a Han Solo group of movies, and then we're going to have an Obi-Wan group of movies, and then it's like, then it's just stupid. You know what I mean? I think they want to, because like, if you think about like Iron Man to Iron Man 2 to Iron Man 3, there was a good gap in between it where you saw Iron Man and the other movies progress.
Yeah.
Along with those movies happening, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the movies like informed each other.
Right, where it's like
Iron Man 3 was a direct reaction to Avengers.
Right. So like the idea that there's a Han Solo 2 and a Han Solo 3 would be if the original trilogy was happening at the same time these movies are. So like you have A New Hope, then you have you would have Han Solo, then A New Hope. Then you'd have Han Solo 2. Then you'd have Empire.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
That would get so, like, messy, though.
Exactly.
Because it's different actors.
They would have to do that, but they can't now. So why would you have to do
that, though?
But no, what I'm saying is
this didn't end right before New Hope, so like...
Right, but what I'm saying is the Iron Man 1, 2, and 3...
What made it work?
Worked, right. Thor 1, 2, and 3, the Captain America, whatever... Like, they worked because we had the group movies happening at the same time where we saw those characters. Yeah. As opposed to, like, Han Solo 2, Han Solo 3, and it's like you're seeing this character develop, but we've already seen him develop.
Well, that's another issue. You know? What we were worried about with Solo was, like, what can you do with a character that's main development came in a movie we already saw?
Exactly.
The more Solo movies you do, the more you run the risk of informing his character too much.
Right.
To where he ends up in A New Hope.
Yeah, and it's like, it just doesn't match up correctly.
Right.
And you're like, well, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that's at least in my mind, from my perspective, all those sequel movies to individual characters from Marvel worked because they had the group movies happening alongside of them, or in between them. Yeah. So I feel like it just wouldn't work out to have 3 Han Solo movies.
I mean, are they going to be able to resist?
No, not at all.
Like, they're going to want to do something with Jabba and Han.
Right.
Like, and I feel like it's somewhat inevitable. It's just a matter of what form it's going to be in.
What if they just made that a Jabba movie?
They
how interesting
there was some talk about that.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, or you could just, like I said, you could just do a Boba Fett movie is with Han and Lando and Jabba and whatever.
Right, yeah.
Orlando movie has Han in it.
An Orlando movie.
Orlando.
It takes place in Florida.
Orlando Bloom movie.
I think it's one of those things where it's like they're going to do something, and
we're
going to be like, what?
It kind of be funny if they just never did anything with Darth Maul.
They just left him alone.
It was just there.
It was just that was it.
Yeah.
I'd like a Darth Maul movie. I think that'd be cool, but like a way before Darth Maul movie.
Yeah.
Get out of the time period.
Right.
Give me a Darth Maul movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you could literally explain how he is where he is in the end of Han Solo in 5 seconds in another movie.
Right.
It's like, in the Obi-Wan movie, set him up to where, how's he doing this?
Obi-Wan
I don't want to do that.
Could be cool. It's like now I'm just like, I want something new. Mm-hmm. But like if they'd done it like first, like I would be like, oh cool. Because like there was like a comic there's a couple comics in Star Wars, the recent series where his time on Tatooine. Mm-hmm. Like they could do some great stuff with it, but...
I just feel like if they're gonna do it, to make me happy, if they did an Obi-Wan movie, it would have to be like right near like Revenge of the Sith.
Right after, yeah.
Yeah, like if you do it in this time period, it's gonna have the same feeling, the same tone, the same everything. Yeah. If you're gonna do it, just work with me here and do it right after Revenge of the Sith.
Right, you could do some sort of like...
Oh, Darth Maul's back because of this.
Right.
He goes here because of this.
Him like adapting to this new life and then something happens. And then like, and he reluctantly is brought back into the action.
Yeah, and then it ends with him figuring out how he has to do the next however many years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, like it's a transition movie from the Republic to now this is
right, and there's still some sort of fallout from the whole Order 66 takeover.
Right, yeah.
Like he's still kind of being hunted or like
something. Yeah, if you're going to do it, do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just wouldn't keep doing Han Solo.
Yeah, it wasn't like a big success,
Mm-hmm.
so I think they could easily bail on it.
Yeah, like don't try to redeem it.
Yeah.
Just let it do its thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or give Harrison Ford $1 bazillion
Mm-hmm.
and do a Han Solo movie between 6 and 7.
That'd be different.
There's a recent we haven't read it yet, but the new Han Lando book, that long shot one or whatever it's called, takes place between 6 and 7.
Really?
Yeah, which I assumed it would take place between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
But it takes place after 6.
Oh, so now we have kind of what we wanted.
Yeah, but only in book form.
Yeah, but only in book form.
Yeah.
I want to see between 5 and 6. Just a movie of him and Carbonite.
Yeah.
Just moving.
What if they did a Jabba the Hutt movie between 5 and 6, and you just see Han in the background in the Carbonite?
Han Solo 2.
Yeah.
Carbonite.
Yeah.
And then it's just a Jabba the Hutt and Boba movie,
Yeah.
and he's in the background.
And he's just back there.
That'd be great. It's better than what they got going on now, so which is God knows what.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out all the rest of our videos. Other Star Wars stuff, other theories, other videos of us just complaining.
Just being the worst.
Yeah, just being the worst about everything.
Even though, like, when we're there in the theater, we generally enjoy it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like in the moment I like it,
Yeah.
but once it happens, I'm like, I didn't like it.
It's like, yeah, that's not like my favorite movie.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I just bought something expensive. Oh, that's great. And then a day later, you're like, ugh.
But subscribe.
Yes.
Smash the like button.
Smash that
Smash
bell.
the bell that does
Ring
nothing.
the bell. Yeah.
Smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, you can do all of that and it won't do anything.
Yeah, but it'll help us slightly.
Yeah, it'll help us slightly, but not as much as it once was, and it won't help you at all.
Right.
So once again, I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this has been another episode of Cantina Reviews. Give me something new. That new.
New. Give me something new.